So as you come into the room, guys, just lying onto your backs. Hi Jen, how are you? I'm off screen at the moment because I have to be by my desktop just to let people in. So I'm going to give it another 2 minutes or so before I come onto the mat, and then we'll start class, and I'll just keep an eye to see who's in the waiting room if there is anybody. Hello, Rasta. As you're lying flat on your back, on your mat, you're just finding your breath, allowing the breath to be long, smooth, and deep. I have a very vocal kitty cat with me today, so you're probably going to hear her quite a bit. Isn't that right, Russ? Okay, well, I'll continue to keep an eye out. There was one more person signed up. We'll see. Beyond that, just allow the eyes to be closed. Nice, easy, smooth breath. If you were with us last week, I'm changing the class up just a little bit to allot for more time. So I'm not going to be teaching the breath of fire right at the beginning now that I know the people that are in the room already have that practice down once. We can kind of eliminate that beginning and just get the breath of fire in the practice itself, and I'll teach it then. So relaxing the shoulders, relaxing the face, allowing the breath to deepen, the abdomen relaxed so the diaphragm can drop. A nice full breath into the lungs without any sense of force, just ease in the body, ease in the mind, settling and ease in the breath. Long, deep breath. And just a caveat, guys, I've had a bit of a sore throat and a cold all week. I'm getting better for sure, else I wouldn't be here teaching. But there will be some things, such as the breath of fire at the end of class, that I'm just not going to be doing full effort with. So if you hear me cut out, just understand I'm still a little bit sick. I haven't really been able to practice this at all this week. But I'll still give clear cues, and we'll have a great class. And just a few more rounds of breath here. And on the next exhalation, curling the knees in towards the chest, wrapping the hands around the shins, getting a nice gentle little rock side to side just to massage that low back a little bit, loosen the hips. And then a little forward and back rolling along the spine. And then you can roll right up to a comfortable seated posture. As you sit upright, the hands will come together at heart center in Anjali Mudra, palms pushing into the palms, thumbs resting at the sternum, sternum lifting high, eyes closed, and we'll begin with the Adi mantra, followed by the Mangala Charan mantra. Big inhale all together. And an exhale all the way out. And inhale to tune in. Inhaling. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Adgare Name Jugatgare Name Satgare Name Siri Gurudeve Name. Adgare Name Jugatgare Name Satgare Name Siri Gurudeve Name. Adgare Name Jugatgare Name Satgare Name Siri Gurudeve Name. Inhaling, drawing that sweet breath into the body, drawing the breath all the way in, holding the breath, keeping the breath full, setting your intention for the practice. And on an exhalation, sending the breath and your intention out into the room, building the internal and external environment in which we will practice in today. Beautiful little rub of the palms. Then coming off whatever you're seated upon, flat to the floor. If you're not on anything, you don't need to come off of anything. And then the palms face down onto the knees. We're going to begin with sufi grinds. So inhale, circle forward. Exhale, circle back. Nice and loose and steady, moving with the breath. The eyes are closed, gaze is internal. Body and breath moving in harmony. Breath not rushing the body, body not rushing the breath. So if you want it to be slower, let it be slower. If you want it to be quicker, it can be a little bit quicker, just matching the breath. Beautiful. Keeping the heart high, the waist is rooted into the floor, grounding into Mother Earth. And from that rootedness, from the waist down, we rise up, keeping the spine long. There you go. So it's as if your heart center was moving around the bowl of your pelvis. Beautiful. Just for 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, upright, nice and tall. Full breath in, little pause at the top. And an exhale out of the nose. And we inhale, reversing the circle, going in the opposite direction than we just were. Start out sloppy, start out unfamiliar. This is our least familiar side. We always tend to start with our more dominant side. So just allow the breath to guide you. Feel into what it feels like moving in this direction as we reverse the circles. But the breath stays the same. Inhale as we circle forward. Exhale as we circle back. Nice and steady. Feel the connectedness rooted down, right? As if you're growing roots right out of the base of your spine. Deep, fertile soil of Mother Earth below you. Beautiful. From that rootedness, we rise up, nice, tall, long spine, heart center moving. There we go. As we get loose, we can begin to tidy it up, keeping the heart high. There you go. And really feel into the movement with the breath for 3, 2, And one. Inhale, upright, nice, tall, full breath. Pause at the top, hold a beat. Smooth, steady exhalation out of the nose. You can already feel the practice working. Beautiful. Sliding the hands onto the shins. We're going to move into spinal flex. Inhale, heart center comes forward as the pelvis tilts forward. Exhale, heart center goes back as the pelvis tilts back. So this is coming right from the tilt of the pelvis. Inhaling forward, exhaling back. Notice that my chin is staying as parallel to the mat as possible. The head is not jerking up and down in this motion. We're keeping the head as still as possible and isolating the length of the spine between the collarbones and the tailbones. The mechanism of action here is the tilt of the pelvis, and the heart is really more or less along for the ride. Little gentle pressure into the palms as you inhale. You pull the heart center forward. And as you exhale, just release the breath. The diaphragm lifts, rounding the heart back. Beautiful. Keep this same breath, keep this same motion, and allow the hands to slide out onto the knees. So a little higher up in the thoracic spine now as the heart center can move a little bit more freely. There you go. Ah, really arch into that back, forward and back. Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Big inhale all the way in, full breath. Hold at the top. And a smooth, steady exhalation, releasing the breath. Rolling forward onto hands and knees, coming into our cat-cow position. So nice and loose. We've got that looseness from the spinal flex we just did. Inhale as the belly goes down. Nice loose belly towards the floor. Full breath. And on an exhalation, push the floor away. Send the heart center back as you tuck the navel, emptying the lungs, tucking the head. This time, inhale, chin forward, gaze forward. The head moves with this. Exhale. Take it back. Nice and steady. Your breath, your pace. It can be slow. It can be quicker. Trying to get as much extension and flexion in the spine as you can as it feels right for you today. And then once you do a couple rounds of taking it to the max, like at 95%, and ease up and drop back to an 80 or 75% effort, and just allow the back to move nice and freely. So we're getting the kinks out and then just working it. Allow it to get a little bit quicker, a little bit faster. Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, big full breath. Draw it in, draw it in. And exhale, releasing the breath. Neutral spine. Gaze looks up in between the hands. We're going to step the left foot up, framing that left foot. And on an inhale, step the right up, half lift. Hands slide up the legs, straight legs as possible, coming halfway up, shoulder blades across the back, heart center broad and open. Exhale, full forward fold. Inhale, rise up halfway. Draw the shoulder blades. Exhale, full forward fold. Inhale, rise up one more time, halfway, full breath. Exhale, full forward fold, grabbing opposite elbows and a little side to side. Head goes one way, waist goes the other way. And then recrossing the arms the opposite direction, but keep the motion in the body for 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, center. Exhale, allow the hands to fall, allow the head to be heavy. And then rolling up, inhale, big full breath. And as we do, the hands go straight up, palms to touch. And on an exhalation, hands are going to tuck behind the head, gaze looks forward. So once again, as we inhale, hands up, gaze up. Exhale, gaze forward, hands tuck. We're going to be working with that. Inhale, gaze up, palms up. Exhale, full forward fold. Inhale, half lift, broad open heart. Exhale, full forward fold. Inhale, rising all the way up, palms touch, gaze up. Exhale, hands tuck, gaze forward. Inhale, gaze up, palms up. Exhale, full forward fold. Inhale, rise, half lift. Exhale, full forward fold. Hello, Rasta. Inhale, rise all the way up, gaze up, palms touch. Exhale, gaze forward, hands tuck. Inhale, hands rise, gaze up. Exhale, full forward fold. This time, hands plant. Stepping the right foot back, right knee comes down to the ground. We're going to have a variation. Inhale, hands rise as the hips sink. And then exhale, tucking the hands behind the head. Now, as we inhale, the elbows draw together and up as we move towards a back bend, sinking into the hips, getting that whole upward lift through the front line of the body into the elbows on the inhale. Beautiful. Exhale, we're going to come back to neutral, sinking in the hips again. Inhale, gaze up, palms up. Exhale, we're going to frame. So we're going to work with this. Inhale, take that half lift. Exhale, full forward fold. Inhale, rise all the way up, palms touch. Exhale, hands tucked behind the head. Inhale, elbows up and together, reach up, little back bend, create space. Exhale, come back to neutral. Inhale, hands up, gaze up. Exhale, and we're going to move. Stepping back with the left knee down. Inhale, hands high, gaze up, palms touch. Exhale, sink into the hips, hands tucked behind the head. Beautiful. Inhale, elbows rise up and together as we reach towards that back bend. Exhale, neutral, sink into the hips again. Inhale, gaze up, hands high. Exhale, we frame. Inhale, we step up, half lift. Exhale, full forward fold. Beautiful. We're going to flow with it. Inhale, hands up, gaze up, palms touch. Exhale, hands tucked behind the head. Beautiful. Straight into. Inhale, hands up, gaze up. Exhale, full forward fold. Hands plant, step back with the right knee down. Inhale, hands up as you sink into the hips, palms touch, gaze up. Exhale, sink into the hips further, hands tucked behind the head. Inhale, elbows up and together. Exhale, back to neutral spine. Inhale, gaze up, hands up. Exhale, we frame. Inhale, step up, half lift, broad open heart. Exhale, full forward fold. Straighten the legs as you can. Inhale, bending the knees, coming up, hands high, gaze up. Exhale, hands tucked behind the head. Inhale, gaze up, hands up. Exhale, full forward fold. Hands plant, left steps back, left knee down. Inhale, sink into the hips, hands high, palms touch, gaze up. Exhale, straight forward gaze, hands tuck. Inhale, elbows come together and up into that back bend as best you can. Exhale, neutral spine. Inhale, gaze up. Exhale, frame. Inhale, step up, half lift. Exhale, full forward fold. Inhale, come up, palms touch. Exhale, hands tucked behind the head. Inhale, hands high, gaze up. Exhale, hands to heart center. And a round of breath. Inhaling. And exhaling. Beautiful. Just slow it down and breathe. Inhale, hands high, palms up, gaze up. Exhale, full forward fold, hands plant. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, hands plant, step one foot back and then the other. Knees come to the ground. And we're going to push back into a child's pose for the first posture of our Kriya, the Kriya for creativity. And as we come back into child's pose, our palms are going to touch the pinky end edges on the ground. And then the forehead is going to come to the ground. If you can't make it to the ground with the forehead, make sure you take a block, put a block there so you can rest the forehead, making sure that you're making contact. And then long, deep, steady breath here. Coming into our Kriya. Much more subtle Kriya. Very healing one. The Kriya for creativity. And as we're here breathing long, deep breaths, we're going to change the breath pattern. And we're going to begin to use mental imagery as well. So following your next exhalation, we're going to take a big inhale all the way to the base of the spine. Hold the breath at the base of the spine and then begin to work our way up the spine as we hold the breath through the spine all the way up to the crown. And then exhale, releasing the breath out of the crown. Inhale, drawing the breath back down to the base of the spine, holding the breath at the base of the spine, and then seeing the colors of the rainbow, red at the base, then orange, yellow, green, blue, blue-violet, and then violet at the crown. That's the exhalation. And then the cycle repeats itself. You've got 4 more minutes. Inhaling deeply and completely, drawing all the energy to the base of the spine, and then working the way up the spine, red. Red at the base, orange, yellow, green, blue, blue-violet, and then violet at the crown of the head, exploding all the colors through the spine, and then inhaling back to the base, and repeat. We're using our mental imagery. We're gathering our internal life force. We're using our mind after we've invoked the energy of the golden chain, starting with the mantras, moving through the various asana we did to begin to enliven the pranic frequency within us. And now we're using our mind to begin to channel that energy in a very specific way through the spine, mimicking the main energetic channel of the body, the Sushumna, and seeing the colors of the chakras that run along the Sushumna. Really turning on, engaging our own internal power. Beginning to build that brain-body connection with our internal power source. Our unextinguishable flame. I always like to think of the metaphysical, spiritual aspects of ourselves quite like atomic energy. We split an atom and we can create such a crazy destructive force. But our bodies are made up of atoms, and we have that same energy and power inside of us, and we can use it for good, the creation process, using it in our lives, through our bodies, through our words, through our thoughts, through our smiles, our thought projections, just using our mind creatively in a way that speaks truth to what we want our future and our current existence to look, feel, and sound like. And ultimately, how do we want to be in our own skin? Fill your body with this sense of beingness, this sense of good, this sense of worthiness that's deep inside each and every one of us. Allow it to permeate every cell as we move through the practice. Got 30 more seconds. Finding your last exhalation and then releasing the technique for a couple rounds of breath there. Just feel into the body. No more technique, no more focus, just breath and awareness. And a little pressure into the hands. You can walk one hand back and then the other. I'm going to inhale, coming up to tabletop. We're going to cross the ankle, one on top of the other. And then exhale, we're going to roll right over onto our butts. Legs are going to go long. We're going to lean back onto our hands. And as we lean back onto our hands, our fingertips are pointing out, away from the body. So we're nice and supported here. We don't want to point the toes, but you do want to have a nice heavy base weighted into the seat, and the legs are completely inactive. From the inactivity of the legs, we want to lift the heart center up and then drop the head back. Beautiful. And then long, deep breath here. And you really want to fill the lungs with breath, dropping the diaphragm as far as you can. Nice loose belly. Allow the head to completely relax back. Long deep breath. If you push into the palms, you can send the heart higher. That should be the only work here. Higher heart. Everything else is relaxed. Long, deep, full breath. Really filling the chest cavity so that way you can have this wonderful opening and release at the heart center that we'll have as we surrender to this pose. Opening the heart, opening the throat, where our love in our heart and our truth in our throat begins to become clearer. long, deep, steady breaths. Relax into it as best you can. You've got just over 30 seconds here. Be with the breath, be with the body. Release and open and feel that filledness of how you want to be. I know I just made up that word, but it works. The filledness of your beingness. How do you want to be? Breathe it in, let it roll through you, right from the heart to every other part of your body. Last deep inhale all the way in, little pause at the top of the inhalation, draw the breath, hold it. And on an exhale, let the breath out and slowly work your way. Palms face up as you lie to the floor. Normal breath, feel it. Wow, feel the heart. Like new breath into the upper chest cavity that you haven't felt, and the lightness and the clarity inside around our love chakra, the chakra for compassion, the heart center. Curling the knees into the chest on an exhalation, the hands wrap around the shins, a little gentle rock side to side. And then a little rock front to back as we roll up into a comfortable seated posture. Building the seat in whatever way feels right and comfortable for you here. We will be here for quite some time. So get comfortable. If that's up on something, let it be up on something. If it's flat to the floor and you're fine there, let it be flat to the floor. Beautiful. The next part of this practice is we'll be using Nad Yoga, which is the yoga of sound. Sound current is a vibration, very much like taking a toothbrush and getting in all the little spaces that we can't get to any other way. The sound radiates through us. So we're going to be chanting O-N-G, Ong, Ong. And think of this word, which is a pretty literal translation of the word, as the creative power of the divine. Ong, Ong. Sorry, not the creative power of the divine, but the action power of the divine, right? That it's creativity in action is more accurate. So the creativity in motion, becoming, the becomingness of the divine, the Ong. Beautiful. So we're going to be chanting this with our hands, fingers interlaced. They're just going to sit in our laps. I like my two thumbs to be touching. This works really well. Or you can clasp one in front of the other, whichever works best for you. Sitting up nice and tall because we really want the breath to be able to move in our body. So nice straight spine, sitting up tall like a yogi. I'm going to begin the chant and you can join in whenever you're ready. It's one inhale all the way in, and then a full round of Om, holding the NG at the end and really vibrating the brain stem up into the brain. And you'll feel this. It's a very healing part of the practice. Now that we've opened our heart and our throat, we're ready to bring some new energy inside of us. Beautiful. I'll begin. Om. And once one's done, you breathe in the inhale again and start again. Om. Om. You're not keeping up with me. You're doing your own rhythm, your own pace. One inhale, one full round of Om. That NG sound at the back of the throat goes up into the nasal passage. It begins to travel upward. You'll hear it echoing in the ears and the whole chamber of the sound cavity within the skull. Vibrate the entire cranium with this sound. The creativity of the divine in action within you, vibrating your brain. Yes. Feel it. You may even get some overtone sounds. I typically do. This is all good. Continue to work with that NG at the back of the throat, vibrating the skull and cranium. Om. Be relaxed in the body. You're not forcing this on. You don't have to be very loud. Be mindful of your throat. You're not straining here. You're making your sound, and the sound is enough. It doesn't have to be loud. It echoes throughout the entire universe. Your inner universe and the outer universe. The echoes of vibration and sound current, endlessly flowing like a giant mosaic, interweaving with all that ever was, all that is now, and everything that there is to be. You're making your sound from your divine instrument, your voice, echoing it out for eternity in all directions. Feel the healing that this brings inside of you. Any depression, any anxiety, any worry, let these vibrations go inside of you like that fine bristled brush and begin to scrub and clear and cleanse and bring a new sense of clarity and healing within the body. Relax the shoulders, be at ease, and continue your chanting. Be so focused, feeling the sensations of the vibrations, hearing the sound like an echo chamber inside of you. Feel the healing and the clarity as it deepens through that vibration, echoing, vibrating the cosmos within and without, filling the entire sphere of existence with that creative, divine power. Make it intimate. Make it yours. Feel each sensation. Hear the vibration and sound echoing through you. Final breath, inhaling, making your last round of Om, and then normal breath. Feeling the vibration, feeling that calm, balanced existence within. Palms come together at heart center, right at Anjali Mudra. Gentle pressure here into the palms of the hands and we're going to begin to rub. And we've got 2 minutes of rubbing here, which may not sound like a lot in the beginning, but it may seem like a lot about halfway through. So you don't have to use all your force, right? We just want to use a gentle pressure, maybe like 30% effort here. And just a rub of the palms. Keep them going. Keep them going. Picture all that vibration, all that good energy that you sent out all throughout the universe. Picture it now going directly into the palms of the hands, circling back around all existence from time and future, from time and past, and being creatively put right into the palms of the hands. Your arms may get a little bit tired. It's okay. We're not going to be here forever. You can do it for a little bit longer. You got just over a minute. Keep it going. Nice pressure. Go, 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 go. What happens when it gets a little bit hard? Don't give up. Stay with it. Maybe you had a smile onto your face. Maybe you remember your intention. Maybe you remember that just a couple minutes ago you felt so calm, so peaceful that nothing could disturb it. Whew, and now we're doing something that might be a little bit disturbing. Wonder why we would do that. I love Kundalini so much. Keep rubbing, keep rubbing, keep rubbing. Because we can be upset. We can have hard times. We can put ourselves through scrutiny. Others can put us through trying hard times. Life can throw us a whole 2020 that we don't even know what to do with. And we can still maintain. We can keep that calm. Keep going. Give it the effort. You've got 15 seconds. Go, go, go. A little bit more. Keep it up. Keep it up. 3, 2, and 1. Big inhale. And as you exhale, the left palm down, left palm facing up, down below the right palm up above the heart, left palm below, cupping the hands, feeling the space in the palms, feeling the space between the palms, feeling the pulsating energy in the palms. Long, deep, steady breath, like a cave right to the heart. Left palm cupped facing up, right palm cupped facing down. Long, deep breath, feeling into the space between the hands and filling the heart center with exactly what you want in your life. Steadiness of breath. You don't need to name it to claim it. You don't need to speak it out. Just open yourself up to the possibilities and miracles, guidance and light. Stay so still, so concentrated in your effort. Notice we sent out a big message. Now we're receiving its response back into our body. Our bodies are the densest part of us here in the physical world, but they are not the totality of us. We extend far beyond. As we echoed our vibration into the entire cosmos, a response, an answer comes back to us. Receive. Be still and let it in. Placing the left hand on the heart center, the right hand goes on top of that. Opening the mouth, we're going to begin to pant like a dog, sticking the tongue out, breath of fire. The navel center pumps as the tongue's extended, and you can really feel that navel center pumping as we pant. Now draw the tongue in, close the mouth, in and out through the nose, same breath. Breath is steady, the navel is pumping. We're moving all the interstitial fluid. We're giving the organs a slight massage as we pump. This is a cleansing technique more than it's a pranayama. So more than a breath practice, this is a cleansing practice. We're cleansing out anything that might be residual in our system that won't be able to receive the healing and the clarity that we've put inside of us. We're keeping contained at the heart. This is the gateway between the upper triangle and the lower triangle. That which is spiritual into that which is physical. We're clearing the physical right now. And when we stop, we're going to be able to integrate everything we've done into the body. Keep the hands at the heart. Keep the breath going. You've got a little bit more. Three, two, and one. Draw the breath in deeply through the nose, all the way in, all the way in. Full breath. Hold at the top and keep the breath held. Squeeze anus, sex organs, navel pulls back towards the spine, lifting that pelvic floor, sending the energy up from the base of the spine, through the spine, towards the crown of the head. And exhale, releasing the contractions. Thumb, first finger touch, palms face up or face down. You choose. Falling into your breath, falling into what you feel, noticing the effects of the practice. Slowly making your way down into a lying shavasana for corpse pose. Give the legs a shake out along the way. Come lying flat onto your backs, integrating the practice like a snow globe that has been shaken. All the prana of our body has been juggled, all shaken around and stirred up, and now we lie, allowing all those stirred up pieces to reconnect and refine themselves. And the prana has an intelligence and knows exactly where to go, and knows exactly what to do, and knows exactly what we need to become what we are meant to become. This is what Kundalini is. It's about self-awareness and self-actualization. The self that we are becoming aware of is the Satnam, that divine spiritual center that is our true existence, our true identity. The self-actualization is being able to believe and own and demonstrate that divinity in essence in our physical existence here and now. It's a process. We forgot it, and now we remember it. The effort was put out, the work is done. Lay on the floor, Nothing but rest. And as you rest, you receive. So keep resting. Complete and total release. Ease and relaxation of the mind and body. Taking the thumbs, gently rubbing them over the other fingertips one at a time. A little wiggle of the fingers, a little wiggle of the toes. And bring the hands to touch in front of the heart center, giving a little rub of the palms. And you'll bend the knees, feet come off the ground, soles of the feet come to touch, rubbing the soles of the feet and the palms at the same time. And then a big inhale, stretch it out into the hands, stretch the legs, reach. And an exhale over onto your right side to take a round of cleansing breath. Then making your way up to a comfortable seated posture. As you arrive, the hands come together at heart center. Beautiful. Inhale, hands wide out and up, palms touch overhead. I am happy. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, hands wide out and up, palms touch. I am healthy. Exhale, bringing that home to the heart. Inhale, hands wide out and up, palms touch. I am holy. Exhale, hands to the heart. Out loud, repeat after me. I embody grace so fully that all who I meet feel its presence. Hands to the forehead center, closing with one long sat, one short nam. Sat nam meaning this is who we are, our truth. Big inhale. Nam. Thank you guys so much. Another beautiful, beautiful Friday practice. Thank you all so much. I will come unmute for any questions for our Zoom class. Other than that, I'll see you guys next time. If you want to stay for that, please do. You don't have to. But it's always an option if you have any questions. Great. Thanks so much.
Thank you. That was wonderful.
Yep, thank you.